What's up, guys? We're back with another X2Y2 update. We're quickly doing a daily update today. Main thing that we're gonna focus on for a second is first of all this massive 57 Ethereum purchase order a couple of minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, and then another 57 Ethereum purchase order earlier today at around what was this? This was at 3 p.m. Right now it's 5 p.m. So in 2.5 hours time. Same wallet, so the same guy has made 114 Ethereum purchase order on X2Y2, which is of course massive. You want to check his wallet, he's got nice and easy, exactly 1 milli that's sitting in here, USDC mainly, so mainly stables that he's got in here. And then of course a couple of other random small little things. What I wonder though is if he just did a purchase order with this wallet here, but you can't see the tokens sitting in his wallet, so you can't be seeing these tokens in his wallet right now. Does that mean that he just staked these tokens, or did he do something else with it? Did he just transfer it to another wallet? Like, what did he do? If he just bought, you go to the website, right? You go and you buy, and you go to Uniswap and you buy the tokens. Well, what do you do after that? Now it's just sitting in your wallet, right? I have a couple of tokens sitting in my wallet of the ones that I claimed from the NFT listing. That's just there. If you go to my wallet now, you'll see these. You don't see these though, so you don't see the ones that are staked. So does that mean that this guy has just staked 114 Ethereum into X2Y2? That's a good question, but the more important question is, if he did, why? Why did he do that? Why would you do something like that? What does he know that well, other people don't, right? I did have a look yesterday. We talked about the staking reward. There is a halving. We kind of knew this already, and we've even talked about it before already. Just didn't think about it yesterday when we saw one of the guys, like a person here, mentioned about it. So that'll happen on the 17th, meaning on the 17th, the APR will be cut in half from where it is at right now. So that's definitely going to be a massive difference. Same thing happened with LuxRare. Definitely want to get out. People that want to be in here for long term, sure, you can still benefit from, the staking rewards that you're going to get for a very long time. There's going to be staking rewards for 2 years. So that's a very long duration, right? And you can just accumulate and compound it for the longer term. And I do think that that's going to be a good play. If you want to do something like this long term, I think that right now will be a good entry point, right? Because if you're considering that you're going to get staking rewards for 2 years, up to 2 years, compounding every single day, and then I do think that there's upside potential for this project itself. Well, then that can be a good play. For me, not really, not so much. I'm not really a long-term play person right now. At least doesn't fit my strategy. Not right now. Not with how the market is moving. Not with the way I'm making money. So wouldn't fit my strategy right now. So what does that mean? Well, to be honest, this just before was a perfect exit point, right? I looked at it, I was just getting ready to film for you guys, and I just like opened up the page, and then I saw this happening. And I considered selling. I didn't sell yet. I don't want to make any too quick of a decision on it. Probably should have, because it would have been making up for a little bit of the loss that we had in it. But I want to kind of see why someone would make such a purchase order right now. So I'm going to see if we can find out what the reason behind it is, or not, or what another reason behind it could be. But when you look at today itself, let's go to CoinMarketCap for a second. That's easier overview. It's holding pretty stable over the last couple of days, right? You see a bit of a trend that right around this time, 6 p.m., the price goes up, and that's happening every single day. So here you can see on the 5th, 2 days ago, around 5 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., price went up. You can see here on the 6th, the same thing happening at around 5 p.m., and you can see the same thing happening today again, right around at the same time, which is funny. Because if that's going to be a trend that you can follow through more often, right? If that's something that you can kind of feel like that's happening every single day, if you like high risk plays and you like a bit of a risk, then you can be like trading up a little bit, buy in at 2 p.m., sell at 6 p.m., make a 10% gain. That could be easy money if it turns out to play that way. Could be totally different the next day as well, and then you lose your money, right? Part of the game. But it's sitting at around 37 cents, 30.5 cents. And yesterday we did say, right, Or I did say at this peak here, 38 cents, 37.5. Oh, that's a pretty good exit point for me, to be honest. And it is sitting around the same thing just before. It might need to update here. CoinMarketCap, of course, is a little bit behind. So it was above the 39 cents before. People will sell on that massive purchase order, which is common sense, right? Somebody buys in 57 Ethereum, it jumps up. There's a bunch of slippage involved and whatever, so a little bit of money goes lost. But then it's sitting at 39.5 cents. Of course, people will sell. So you can see that amount of ETH, 5, 10, 39 sell order. So there's a lot of people dumping on it. So does it really do? Somebody did buy in again as well, which is not the same wallet. But yeah, you can imagine that the price will now drop a little bit and then find, corrects a little bit after that massive purchase order and then finds a new ground. But if something like this will continue to happen, because it's not just that one purchase order, it's the whole last 24 hours where 50% increase in 24-hour tradable volume. That's interesting, right? Where does it come from? Why is that happening? And then you look at the overall market itself, which has been like the trend of the last two days roughly. Ethereum down, Bitcoin down, but X2Y2 up. And that's obviously a massive positive. Then you look at LuxRare, and that's pretty bloody, right? 111. That's been down. That's going down 7% today. Where then, for example, X2Y2 has gone up quite a lot. Here it did have a bit of a run up again, and then straight back down. So awesome play. You can earn 40% gain here, but then it drops back down and it's useless. Same thing with LuxRare. Yes, I do think long-term play could be good, could be beneficial, but proper long-term. So you got to be in it and be fine to be in it long-term. Also means that you kind of got to trust this project trust this project enough to know that there's not going to be another better play out there somewhere, because that's the main thing, right? Yes, it can be a good long-term play, but is it the best long-term play? And in my opinion, for now at least, it's not for me. So this is what it's going to be like. Day 1 to day 30, X2Y2 per block, 190 tokens, and then per day 1.2 million, going towards 600k. So that's exactly half, right? So there's a halving happening. We want to get out before that. There might be a bit of a pump before that happens, which you saw with LuxRare as well. So it might be the case that if you look at the chart a little bit, let's go 7 days, that you're going to see a bit of an upward trend, and it might go towards 40 to 50 cents somewhere. 40 cents will be the next important milestone, I guess, coming from where they came from. So that'll be an important indicator to see whether it can break through. So if there's going to be a couple of more orders like that one that was just done, 57 Ethereum, there's going to be a couple more. It might break through that 40 cents. And then depending on how much volume it continues to have. So if volume is now up 50%, oh, it's a little bit down again already. I don't know if this has been updated. Yeah, it probably would be updated now, 38.25 cents. So I don't know if this volume is going to keep up, but this volume, and especially sales volume, not sell volume, right, needs to continue to be up, considering there's so many tokens coming in the circulating supply, which we talk about every single day. Yes, there could be massive purchase order, but if it's not enough compared to how many tokens come in the circulating supply, then maybe market cap goes up. So maybe this market cap goes up towards 60 million, right, when there's a lot of purchase orders. But if there's too many tokens coming in circulating supply, it doesn't really do too much to the token itself, and it won't do anything to your initial investment. And in the end, we're in this for ourselves and to make money, not for this project to make money, right? If they do well, awesome, but that's not why we're here. So let's look at the results. 14, 20, 20 is where we're at. 14, 20, 20, 420, 14, 20, 20. It is today the 7th of the 3rd, and we're sitting at 6 p.m. Now this will be interesting, because I do think that we're going to be at a lot better spot than where we've been lately. So we've earned 542 tokens today. So yesterday, of course, it was over 2 days. So we earned still similar 500 something tokens per day. Today we're back at 500 in 1 day's time. We've earned a total of 8,110 tokens, and this must be the highest that it's ever been, which is the tokens earned so far times the current price, which is 38.25. We've gone off CoinMarketCap every single time, so let's do that right now as well. Although the live one will probably be a bit different. If we would have done the video 20 minutes ago, it would have been 39 cents. It would have been even higher. But yeah, you can see right now we've earned $3,000 in staking rewards, right? So for the people that are new here, the earned total, which is the total tokens earned up till now from the staking, so the 8,000 initial tokens that we've put in, the 6,000 initial tokens that we've put in are now 14,000, so we've earned 8,000 tokens. We're earning quite a lot of tokens right now, right? We're more than doubled. Plus the current token price sitting at 38 cents gives you a total money earned of $3,100 in staking, which is dope, because if this continues to go like this for a little while, an upward trend, then eventually you've earned your initial investment. We're just not gonna, we won't get that far because of the halving. Things usually look better at the start than they actually turn out to be. But if this would have gone up a little bit longer, we've got 10 more days for the halving. You want to step out 1, 2, 3 days beforehand at least. But if you would have been able to continue for a little bit longer, you would have been able to earn your initial investment in simply just the staking rewards, plus then potentially any upside potential of the the token itself. So that would have been cool. But what is more important to see, where are we at right now money wise? So we're sitting at $5,432, right? We've put 8K in, so we've put $8,000 is what we've put in. Oh, that doesn't look like that. Is this one plus this one? We've put $8,100 in. $8,100 is what we've put in, right? So we're still at a decent loss. Like, it's still 1 Ethereum loss, right? So that's a quite significant number, especially on only an $8,000 play. If you put 20, 30K somewhere in and you have 1 Ethereum at a loss, okay, possible. But if you put 8,000 in and you lose 30% of that, that's a quite significant loss, especially then considering you've got such a high APR. You're earning so many more tokens every single day, and it still is just not doing anything, right? That just goes to show how bad of a performance the token is having, right? So here you can see what I just mentioned, right? There's a little bit of an upward push here. So there needs to be another buy order and another. So the new candle, people look at this, right? People want to buy in, people holding, people potentially thinking about it. They look at this. So they see this, they need to see another push up now. So the next candle needs to be another green one, and then the next candle needs to be another green one, and then it needs to be able to go above of the 40 cent here. That will create a bit of a positive sentiment, and that'll make people FOMO in, right? That's the psychology behind it. That's not fundamentally or technical analysis based. That's just psychology based of how people look at a chart, look at a project, and whatever. But they need that for them to buy in, right? Because people usually make emotional decisions rather than logical decisions. So there is a little bit of stuff happening. It is a massive sell order now. Let's see, what was that? It is the number one trending. Number one is hot number one here on DEX tools. Oh, now it just went away again. So some movement. Sometimes it's doing a little bit different here. It's correcting, but now you just saw a bit of a red candle that's now gone. But doesn't really matter that much, right? I'm not going to pretend here and act like I can completely read this chart, but there is a bit of a shift. It is different than it was before, so it seems like there's a bit more of a positive sentiment going on. But where does it come from? There's no announcement, there's no nothing, right? There's going to be a new boosting for the NFT listing. So when you have these NFTs and you list them, you get double rewards. You get a multiplier for your NFT listing rewards, which is all cool. But again, inflation. So yes, you can make money with it, but it's all based around inflation, even more for the token. And aside from that, there's no news in the Discord, no news on their Twitter. People are talking quite a lot about positive sentiment here. Transactions, so there's a lot more transactions right now in X2Y2 than there is on LuxRare. A lot more. This is a positive indicator, and LuxRare market cap is 6 times, I think, or 4 times bigger than X2Y2's. So there's a lot of upside potential here. So again, a lot of things that we're talking about, it is positive. There's a lot of things possible, Still a massive, insane gap with OpenSea, of course. But it's going to be a long-term play. I think if you can miss the money, if you don't really need it, if you're just like a easygoing investor, you don't move around with your money too much, you probably could leave it in there and just not look at it anymore and just see what happens with those accumulated tokens, right? Because when the halving happens, right now you just get insane APR. You look at it every single day. Oh, another 500 tokens, another one, another. You know, that's not the usual way of using APR, right? Staking something with a 7% APY on an Ethereum or a Terra Luna or whatever. That's usually the way the normal staking goes, right? For a bit of the longer term. Right now, these plays are a hype, they're a trend. People play into it, projects play into it. Usually not the way it goes. So in 7 days from now, this might have gone down to, I don't know, 1100 to, let's say, 1000 to 1100. Then the halving comes, so it's going towards 500%. To be honest, 500% APR is still high. When we were looking at LuxRare right now is sitting at, I think, 200. But we were getting into LuxRare when we did the videos at 700%. But it was split between WEF and Lux. So I think WEF at that time was 200 something and Lux was 500. Then it went down a little bit. It was sitting around the majority of the time that we were in it for I think 12 days. It was sitting at around 500 to 600 average, right? With Lux being 400 and WEF being 200 roughly. We gained quite a lot of tokens there, also compounded every single day. And it was an awesome play. $25,000 turned into $43,000, $47,000 in 12 days, right? Awesome play there. So even when this halving comes, still APR will be decent. Meaning after that, there's going to be, the halving will come. People will get used to the halving. People will, adjust. There's going to be massive amounts of sell orders. And then there's going to be massive amounts of purchase orders. The people that sell will be the ones that are going to jump out right before this happens because they're scared it's going to make the price drop. They probably don't think it's worth it anymore. I'm similar because it's going to be a bit of even longer term play after that, right? Then there's going to be purchase orders because now that scary moment has been, they've seen the price adjust, price will probably drop, so it's going to be cheaper to get in. People will jump in, and now they know that the APR that they can benefit from will be there for 90 days, will be there for 3 months. So for 3 months long, you will be able to benefit from a 300 to 600 roughly percent APR, which is still a lot, which is still high. Especially if you leave it in there for 3 months, you're accumulating and accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. Same is happening with Lux. I made an announcement in my Discord that I was going to sell LuxRare, and everybody that did the play with me, they sold it as well. Everybody was happy, everybody had profit. Not everybody paid attention, and some of them missed the selling moment, and the price dropped massively. We sold at the exact same time, exact perfect time. So I think the same thing will happen with LuxRare, right? Let's see, when was this? Probably somewhere. We sold here, right? So, well, it wasn't perfect. This would have been perfect, but we sold here. It went down. The staking, the halving came. People thought it wasn't as bad as expected, bumped back up, but it was also going to be a halving of WEF because WEF was still giving quite a lot of returns, right? So we sold right here because the halving of Ethereum came and I knew that wasn't gonna do much good to the price. And then after that, bang, it kept going down. Not everybody sold, so some people are still in it. And to be honest, if you missed this moment and you're still in it now at a loss, obviously, then I would just leave it and just ride it out because also this APR will be there for 3 months. You're accumulating WEF, right? So you're still gaining WEF quite a lot while you're just riding it out and sitting it, and you can just take the WEF out, also stake the WEF if you want to, or use it for something else. Well, similar to X2Y2, I'm gonna assume that the price will do the same thing. The price will probably drop. It'll probably be something similar to this. Halving comes, and then whoop, it's going down, and then eventually it's gonna find an easy water again. Find that little price area where it's comfortable, which could be sitting around this area again, or could be sitting around 20 cents. And at that time you have 3 months to go to just accumulate tokens, and 3 months is a very, very long time. We have now accumulated 8,000 tokens, but we've done that in 2 weeks, right? Yeah, just over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. you can imagine what's going to happen after 3 months. And then if you really want to and you want to be in it for the longer term, you can just let it sit there. Yes, it's going down the APR, but in such a long time, you're still accumulating a decent amount of tokens, and they will have a whole lot of time for development in this phase, right? During this phase, they can do quite a lot of, progression on the project itself, which will potentially make the price go back up, right? So we're not really sure, we haven't really looked at it yet, but we're not really sure why this big purchase order was there. You can see already people now selling on it. So, it didn't do a whole lot to the price itself. There's a couple of buy orders here, another one of 16, 57, there was another one of 57, but also sell order of 39, sell order of 11, so sell order of 3, so that you can see the price is already dropping to where it was just before. So yeah, this was the first 57 and this is another 57. Either it's just going down now again and that was all, or there's something going on and they might have more people buying into it right now. There might be some movement, some action. Will probably depend on volume a little bit. If volume dies out, then the price will die out too. If volume continues to be high, there's a possibility that this goes to 40 cents and above, and then definitely a good exit point. To be honest, again, I should have sold it just before, even though it is at the loss. It's 2 Ethereum that I can take out, that I'll be able to put to use somewhere else straight away, that I know will be very, valuable, beneficial for me. So I'm gonna keep a really close look at it right now, and maybe I'll wait and we'll just do it live on the video tomorrow while we'll sell it, depending on where the price is at. If the price is still sitting at the 38 cents, we accumulate a couple more tokens, I'll just sell it and be done with it. If we're lucky, in a good situation, in a good case, price goes up a little bit more to 40 cents, 42 cents, and then I'll definitely sell it. I'll keep an eye on it, and I might sell it later on tonight or tomorrow morning. If it turns around and it goes back down, then we'll see what happens, and we might sit it out for a couple of more days, up until 13th, 14th of March latest, because that's when we do want to get out before the halving comes. So that's the situation with X2Y2 right now. Current update, very curious to see why this purchase order 2 times of 57 Ethereum happened, and what will happen going forward over the next couple of days with X2Y2. That's all I have for you guys. Lastly, if you could just hit the thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification, I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.